All right. Hello there. Welcome to day 13 of VTOBER. It is a bit of an early stream. I know I said yesterday that it probably wasn't going to be, but I got too much shit to do tonight. So we're doing a little early stream. Um, so I guess it's fucking Next Fest because that just keeps happening. Um, no, I'm actually very excited. There's a lot of cool shit I want to check out. But I haven't had a lot of time to actually look at the games in it, so I think we're just going to do one. Solitaire Battle Online. Okay, that's interesting. Stock Fighter. Oh, yeah. No, this is a Next Fest, baby. Sorry, I'm just looking at some Next Fest games. You can't dangle all these gambling games in front of me. That's not fair. You know I have a condition, Steam. Wooly. That's some interesting shit. We'll definitely be doing that the rest of this week. And technically today, too. Grass Life Sim. Okay, maybe not that. Anyway, never looking at that shit. There is a game that I noticed on there that I plan on buying, and it comes out in like a week and a half. But I figured, fuck it. This will be a stream. This will be something we can do. Power Wash Simulator 2. Demo of such. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Maybe we turn that down a bit. Autosave. Audio. I would put this stuff at the top personally. Master. 50%? 60? That's probably fine. Okay, so Power Wash Simulator is a game that when I first saw it, I thought it was incredibly stupid. I was like, this is just another fucking job simulator. This is a chore simulator. This is dumb. Who the hell would want to play this game? And then way, way, way later, after the game had been insanely popular and got a bunch of DLC, it was free on PS Plus, and I was like, all right, let's try this dumb shit out. And 6 hours later, I think I figured out what it is about fucking Power Wash Simulator. It's just fun to clean shit and hear that little ding. Yeah, that don't show. All right, let's turn it down a bit more. Yeah, that's probably fine. And I ended up playing the entirety of Power Wash Simulator over the course of like a couple of weeks. Control to change your stance. Yeah, how do I change the fucking... Get to that, I suppose. And it was just a really fun game, actually. 3 to change me extensions. Yep, that's a lot of dirt. Free aim. Okay, that's a lot easier than it was. Look at all these little things. Bonnet, that's how you know it's British, or at least not American. Yup. Okay, but how do I get the nozzle to fucking shoot horizontally versus vertically? Come on. That's what I really need. That's what I'm fucking here for. I guess we're going to the... controls. Washer, nozzles, E, R. There it is. So, yeah, it was a game that I thought was stupid, and then I actually played it, and it turned out to be incredibly fun. Story of my life. Look, kids, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. However, I'm 35 years old. I'm pretty good at judging books by their cover. But I'm not infallible. So, the moral of the story is, judge books by their cover, but, hey, every once in a while, maybe read a fucking book. I don't know. Yeah, clean that door. So, yeah, what you're seeing now is, the meat and potatoes of Power Wash Simulator. Can we get it with that? Yeah, I think so. I wish... I mean, I have an MMO mouse. I could turn this into a toggle on my mouse, but I wish that were the case. I also play Power Wash Simulator entirely with a controller since it was on PlayStation, so it's a little bit weird having this much control over shit. Normally, I'm a lot more at the whims of a fucking joystick. There we go. The extension's pretty great. Yeah, I mean, you know, a smarter, better streamer would probably put on some music that gets copyright struck and turn this into a Zatsudan, but I'm neither of those things, so you just get to listen to fucking the sound of water hitting a plexiglass truck. I don't actually know what fucking cars are made of. Maybe it's plexiglass, maybe it's something else. Sure as hell ain't metal, I know that much. Yeah, clean that. But, yeah, this is the game. You just clean shit. It looks boring as hell. It looks like something that wouldn't sell millions of fucking copies by the video game company Square Enix, but, just goes to show how much video games have changed since I was a kid. Back when I was a young lad, we had stuff like pretending you were a space captain or a warrior princess or, you know, British. Now you're just a guy with a power washer and a lot of time. And you know what? It's pretty damn fun. Because at the end of the day, what is a video game but just completing a checklist of random shit? I feel... Oh, it probably wants the inside of the wheel arch. Oh yeah, you can also pick up ladders and such for getting around. Oh, the inside too? Fucking should have known. Alright, back to it. Oh, that's really dirty. So yeah, I guess a few more things that I know about this game that it hasn't tutorialized yet is that you've got different nozzles that all have different spray patterns. You got your short nozzle, the most powerful because it's got the shortest spray pattern, and then they just sort of go up. Obviously, you can get a wide area with the wide one, but it's not nearly as powerful. So depending on how dirty shit is, you might need to go back and forth over it. So... the second and third one are the ones that I usually use. This third one's usually got enough power for most things. And if I need to, I'll swap to the second one. And if there's a really stubborn stain, we'll go to the 0 degree. But this guy's usually good at the job. I guess let's stick with the exterior for now. Let's check off those checklists very slowly. And then for getting things farther away, you usually want to go with that. And then, for the most part, it seems like the length novel, you get a little wider spray if you don't have it on, but it seems kind of generally better to have it on, because it just gives you basically more power over distance. So I think most of the time when I was playing the original, I had the extendo nozzle on as much as possible. And then you just gotta decide if you're a horizontal kind of guy or a vertical kind of guy. With a playing with a mouse, playing with a controller, I feel like I was more horizontal inclined. With a mouse, vertical feels more natural. Yeah. You're definitely using different arm muscles. You know, video games are sports, right? We have electronic sports. Those are in the Olympics, maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Sir, stop texting me. I'm working. That's probably the guy who paid me to fucking clean this truck. I don't know. This is a demo. And as you know is the case with Next Fest and demos, we don't give a shit about the story. There we go. Alright, that looks about as good as it's going to get from here. Yeah! You'll love to see it. That little ding, that gives me life right there. That's the serotonin. Ah, straight into my brain. Yeah. It's also nice because unlike using a real power washer and actually cleaning shit, you don't have to worry about things like gravity. If you clean the fucking bottom and then go back to the top, dirt's not gonna go down there and fuck up all your work. Which I guess makes this game wholly unrealistic, but again, isn't that what video games are all about? Having more fun than being real? That's what I say, and that's why I fucking hate Red Dead Redemption 2. I've really tried to like Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a very well-made game. It's incredibly, amazingly polished and shit. It's just so fucking boring, said the guy playing Power Wash Simulator 2. It's just so slow is the thing. It's painfully slow. Yeah, clean that grill. Every animation, everything you do is lovingly crafted, and I fucking wish it wasn't. There we go. So yeah, sometimes if things are really close to you, you want to take off that nozzle, so that would probably have helped me clean that, the hood, the bonnet, as the British do say. But I think we got it. And thankfully, I don't know if this game has a difficulty setting. It might. You don't need to get 100% of the dirt. Whenever you see that little ding, that's the game going, yeah, close enough, and then it cleans off the rest of it. You can really notice this when you clean really big things, like an entire wall of a building. There'll be like a noticeable splotch of dirt that'll just get erased, because it's like, yeah, you got like 99 or 95%. That's good enough. We'll clean the rest for you and call it done. Which, again, because fun is more important than realism. Okay. So, we'll get the undercarriage later. Let's go up top. Oh, yeah. Something like this, we might actually take the extendo off, since it's got to be so close to us. So this is actually my favorite, where you just leave the nozzle at an angle, and you just move back and forth, so you get those nice, straight, perfect lines. Yeah, that's a good shit right there. Oh, look at that cleaning action. Just get all that fucking bird shit off of this. I almost thought it was a bus, because it was a yellow vehicle. Get it all off of this fucking panel van. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just clean that bitch right off. Game made me think about getting a power washer. There was a time in my life, like a year or two ago, where I was like, should I get a power washer? Do I need to power wash shit? And the answer's no. Those things are fucking expensive. Just buy the fucking power washing video game. You'll be fine. Caldera County. Yeah, I think there was some story to Power Wash Simulator 1 about like a giant dirt volcano or something, maybe. I don't remember. I don't play the power washing simulator for the story. I play it for the zen-like effect it has. Oh, we're so close. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll see some of this. Yep, there it is. Just disappears. Alright, we got the roof. I think we managed to get the upper trim as well. Get down. Let's work on the inside, I guess. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's, again, because I played the first one with a controller the whole time, it's weird having this much fucking spray speed and control over how I spray. Normally it was just, like, rotating the stick back and forth and trying to get everything instead of leaving a fucking line of dirt in between shit. Oh, there's some real baked-on shit back there. You also keep your hand in pretty much one spot, so I gotta find a place that's I gotta find a good sitting position where my arm's not hyperextended. I think it was for a minute there. Starting to feel it in my wrist. I might need a new mouse pad because the wrist goo is starting to leak out of my current one, and it's gross. It's also very dirty because I'm a very, very dirty boy. Oh yeah, good clean floor though. You could eat off that. I like my floor. Yeah. Give me that ding. Yeah! Oh, we love it. That's probably all the easy ones. Now we got, that dirt? No, I think that's just a reflection or something. I'll be honest, visually I can't really tell the difference between this and the previous one. And I played that on a PS4, so... Maybe somebody will do like a side-by-side comparison, but... It kind of looks the same to me at the moment. I'm very curious if this is going to release on previous gen consoles. If not, then maybe there is some huge difference. What the fuck is that? Is that like spider webs or something? Gross. Rolling shutter. Yeah. Missing the outside of it, is that why? Oh, yeah. The underside, maybe? That's also where part of the game comes in, is finding where's the little bit that I'm missing. There it is. There's always a little crevice or something that you're missing, and you're like, come on, where's my ding? Give me my ding. I need it. And you gotta go hunting for dirt. Because, you know, it's got that highlight dirt button, but that doesn't work if you can't actually see it. So, sometimes you gotta go hunting. Hunting for dirt. Almost done with this wall. I have a feeling it's... Well, maybe I'm just missing a big... Oh, yeah, okay, the wall does kind of wrap around. Oh no, this is technically 2 walls. There we go. Alright. You know what would make this easier? A stepladder. Also, thankfully, you don't need to worry about things like water usage. Apparently, they've got plenty of that. Which means they don't live in California. Yeah, there we go. Give me that stepladder. Come on, what are you doing, stepladder? There we go. Now we can clean this much easier. It's all about using the right tool for the job. Yeah. Missing... Oh, we're missing a little bit over here? Fucking where? There it is. Okay. I think we're done with this. Get out of there. Yeah, clean that light. What the hell is that? Are you telling me what to look at and clean? Is that what you're doing? Because I'm at 94%? You think I don't know how to clean a fucking panel van? Is that what you're saying? Power Wash Simulator 2? That I suck at my job? My job of cleaning panel vans? How fucking dare you? You don't know me. You don't know the things I've endured. The shit I've seen. Ooh, another light. Come on, get the light. Give me the... There it is. Papa needs a serotonin or he's gonna go a little crazy. So at this point, it would probably be better... Yeah. Oh. Look at that ASMR audio. Oh, you can hear it in the left side and then the right side. Left side, right side. Left side, right side. Wonder how big of a ask that was. There we go. Sometimes the camera moves a little too fucking much, so you need to tell it to calm the hell down. Alright, I think now we just need undercarriage type shit. These wheels definitely ain't clean enough. Ooh, yeah. Clean out that tailpipe. Dirty, dirty tailpipe. Somehow most of the actual undercarriage is fucking squeaky clean. Whatever. Not my job, I suppose. Definitely need to get under these wheel wells. Spelling tire with a Y. Oh, you crazy Brits. There it is. Okay. There's the dirt that we've been missing. Hello there. Yeah. Clean tires. Or... Oh. I don't remember this, like, pointing out specific parts when you get close. That must be a new thing. Clean out the wheel well. There we go. Okay. That is as low as I can go. Oh, we're so close now. Clean up the wheel well, I think. No, wheel arch is already clean. Okay. Oh, hello there. So sorry, I forgot to clean you. I gotta get the back? Yeah. Number plate. Oh, there's a bit of dirt on the bumper. Where are you? You in here? Right there? There we go. And the rest of the wing mirror. Bada bing! Job complete. And then you get a nice little, time lapse of you cleaning the vehicle. There's like soaps that I used a little bit at the beginning that you can use. I almost never use those because they cost money and are limited resources, and you could get the job done by just fucking spraying real hard. Alright, we made some dollary dues. How long has it been? Yeah, why not? Let's do another. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to get a bit closer and fuck up my camera. Still see me? Yeah? Okay. Oh, well, look at this. Kitty. Pet Ulysses. Good kitty. Good kitty cat. I got a clean shit. Interesting. They normally, when they give you an area, like the whole fucking thing is dirty. It's weird to just see like one super dirty thing. I'm not sure what the difference between... There are different, like, power washers in the first game, but it was pretty much just, like, progression. They got better and better, and I don't know what the difference between these two is, and I don't know if I want to know. We got the Urban X1. Light-duty washer provides power comparable to medium washers. But the cost of area... Great entry level. Okay. So I guess this one is slightly powerful, but has reduced area, is what it's saying. And then you can buy different parts. And they just kind of get better and better. That's fine. Anyway, back to spraying. Yeah, this might need some... This might need a yellow nozzle for how stubborn this shit is. Well, I suppose maybe we could get it done like this. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Oh, yeah. Wash me go. Is this an electronic billboard? What the fuck? Definitely added more random ambient bullshit like that butterfly, and there were some dandelions in the last area. I'm getting hungry. I still gotta wait a couple of hours for dinner. I might grab a snack after this. But yeah, it's... There are some people, like Mr. Vinny Vinesauce, who get weirdly anxious about a game like this. And I suppose I can see why, but I don't know, it seems very chill. There's no time limit. You're not being scored. You don't lose money for doing it wrong or too slow or whatever. It's just fucking take your time, clean shit off at your own pace, get it all done whenever. It's all good in this dirty, dirty neighborhood. Open? What's open? I think I might be missing a thing there. I think we're gonna have to do some crouching, yep. Sometimes you need a new perspective on the dirt in your life to really get in there and clean it. Clean out stuff you didn't even know was dirtying it up in the first place. See, Power Wash Simulator is a metaphor. Warning floor? What do you mean, what the hell's a warning floor? How do I get in there? Roof? Do I have to go... Is this a building? Do I have to go inside? Am I gonna have to actually read? It says I'm only 18% done. What the fuck? Okay. Let's do some reading, shall we? Welcome to the town of Detergento, where the past meets the future to manifest a present that we can all live with. A thing happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive inventory on our public facilities. We found schematics for revolutionary convenience installed in 2003, the far-off year of 2003. But then almost immediately forgotten about and assumed it to be a bench. Whole thing is pure Detergento. Okay, but how the fuck do I open it? Because this very clearly is... No. Maybe finish cleaning the warning floor, I guess. It seemed pretty clean. Okay, there's little bits of... Not exactly dirt, I would say. There it is. Surprise! Yep. There's the rest of it. I thought that seemed a little too... little. Alright, well, back to cleaning. Let's put our... Oh, we had the extendo on. Jesus. Yeah, so ideally you want enough power so that you can clean stuff in one swipe and you don't have to go back over it. So if stuff's not getting cleaned all the way in one swipe, you either need to get closer or increase the power. And this, there we go. I think this is a good amount of power to distance ratio we got going here. But hey, you know, if you want to do it over multiple times, that's fine too, I guess. It's your game after all. Driving me barking. Here we woof again. Jesus Christ. See, some of my friends are playing Battlefield 6. I hope everyone is enjoying that game. I don't give a shit. I've never given a shit about Battlefield. And quite honestly, 6 has not given me a reason to start. But hey, I see the appeal. Big shoot game, known for its realism. I don't remember people liking the last few of them for various reasons. Seems like everybody's enjoying this one, so Godspeed to them. I think the new Call of Duty is out as well. Call of Duty is a series that I have some history with. I think technically I started with like Call of Duty 3 on the fucking Wii, but really I started, like many of the people of my generation, with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Not to be confused with Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Those are completely separate games. You need to get your shit straight if you're getting them confused, obviously. But, you know what? I had a good time playing Call of Duty Modern 4 Modern Warfare on my Xbox 360 back when I gave a shit about Xbox consoles. I wasn't a huge Xbox guy. I kind of hated it when it first came out because I was a PlayStation and Nintendo boy. And I didn't really give a shit about first-person shooters. I heard Halo was good. I played it at my friend's house. It was fine, but it didn't seem like a thing to buy a console over. But then the 360 came out, and I got a PS3 instead of a 360 because I was a very lucky, very spoiled little child, but also because I like PlayStation. And then all of my friends got 360s, and we didn't have crossplay back then because console wars were very much still a thing. They are now, but not as much as they were then, I fucking promise you. So I couldn't play multiplayer with any of my friends, and eventually I got fed up with it, so I went and bought a 360 for like $200 because that's how much video game consoles used to cost, because again, we live in a modern hellscape where the longer you wait, the more expensive a video game console costs. But I digress. The Xbox 360 was a hell of a system. I played the shit out of that. I played a lot of stuff with my friends. I played a lot of Halo. I played not a whole lot of Call of Duty. I played Modern Warfare. I played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I played Modern Warfare 2. By that point, they had dropped the numbering system and just called it Modern Warfare 2. I did not play Call of Duty World at War, which I believe was after Modern Warfare 2. I don't remember if they had done the studio swapping just yet or not. I had a friend who was much more into Call of Duty than me, and she played Modern Warfare, and she had a good enough, or not Modern Warfare, World at War, the World War II. I think it was World War II. Maybe it was even World War I. I don't remember. But she played that one online, and I think she liked it well enough. But it did not appeal to me because I liked the Modern Warfare, and I didn't want to go back to World War II. But yeah, you know, I played that. I played a bunch of Halo. I played Halo 2. I played Halo 3. I never finished the fight. I played Halo 3 ODST, a game which was absolutely fucking hated when it came out. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I liked it well enough. I actually really liked the smooth jazz. Deploying smooth jazz was one of the best parts of that game. Nathan Fillion's great. Nathan Fillion's always great. But, yeah, it was weirdly, like, level-based. Because you were, like, basically reliving people's memories and shit. and it wasn't exactly linear, which was definitely a choice. It was an interesting idea, but a lot of people didn't jive with it, and I get why they wouldn't. Is this a fucking changing station? Is this a bathroom? What else do we have to clean? There we go. Do I have to go inside? I have to go inside, don't I? No. Oh, the light isn't clean? Do I have to get on top of it? Probably. Poster frame. Got it. Okay. There we go. Oh, oh my god, it's a bathroom. A horribly neglected bathroom. Jesus. Alright, anyway. But yeah, aside from shooters, the Xbox 360 also had, like, indie games, which were very much not a thing, even for a while on the 360. PlayStation, boy, PlayStation hated indie developers, and that one bit them in the ass for a few years. But Castle Crashers, fun fact, Castle Crashers was actually the first game I got on my 360. Because, like I said, I got mine late. I did not get it right at launch. And the first game on the 360 that I wanted to play was Castle Crashers, because I love the Behemoth, I love Newgrounds, and that game looked cool as shit. And guess what? That game was cool as shit. I've been thinking about replaying it, especially since they sort of, like, remastered it, kind of, put out DLC. I don't know if that's a separate game or not, but I love it. It's not perfect. It's got flaws. I like it. And there's a lot of great times and good memories. My wife also loves that game. We played that together a lot. The 360 was the first and only Xbox that she ever owned. And we used it pretty much just to play Castle Crashers and their follow-up game, Battle Block Theater. My wife loves that game. I do too. I love Battle Block Theater. Maybe one day Behemoth will figure out that they should make a sequel to Castle Crashers. We'll see. They did a sequel follow-up thing to Alien Hominid, and I don't know if that ever came out. Behemoth's made some very, very interesting decisions the last few years. I don't know if I'd call any of them good, but they're certainly interesting. You don't see other people making decisions like them. That's not entirely true. But yeah, I could certainly go for a new Castle Crashers right about now, I'll say. But hey, until then, I've got a new power wash simulator, so I could clean the inside of a public restroom and pay $59.99 for the opportunity to do so. I don't actually know how much this game costs. I kind of assume $70 because video games cost $70 now because, again, we live in a hellscape. But maybe it'll be $60. Who knows? I'll check it after this. I'll fact check that before we go, I guess. God, it's so dirty in here. What sort of horrible creature destroyed this bathroom? It's been down here for 22 years. How'd it get so caked in dirt? It seems pretty well sealed. I guess it's also weird that it's, like, dirt activated. Is that going to be the big thing for this game? That shit is, like, dirt activated and is going to expand as you clean it? Interesting. God, it's so dirty. Yeah. Yeah! Clean that bin. They don't call it a rubbish bin. Alright, there's more of that I'm going to need to crouch into. I don't want to crouch in this place yet. It's on in a bathroom below that grubby open bench. No, it turns out your town might have a bunch of this shit. Yeah, I think we may have found the hook for this game. Random hidden shit that gets exposed when you clean it. Okay, this is going to be difficult to clean. Now, a real smart person would get like a fucking ladder or something to stand on, but fuck that. I'll just jump all around and jump on top of the fucking trash can and shit. I don't care. I'm American. Yeah, clean off that metal seat. Also, this is a fucking... Like, once you clean it off, this is a fantastic public bathroom. You'd never see something like this in public in America, that's for sure. Or if you did, it wouldn't look like that for long. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that chrome. Raise the turlet seat. Ooh, got some extra dirt under the turlet seat. Yeah, clean that seat. Anything else in the turlet? Need to get the underside, yeah. There it is. Now we know. Alright. Hey there, Atomic Myko. How you doing? Just, you know, doing what God intended, cleaning turlets. Nothing more freeing than cleaning a turlet on a Monday afternoon, I tell you what. What else can I Zatsu about for the rest of this fucking quest? About 85% done. I really... By the end of this year, I'd like to get some replacement cords for my Sega Genesis. I tried plugging it in with the cords I had a few months ago, and it was all fucked up and blurry. And I really, really, really hope the issue is with the cords and not the actual Sega, because I'd really like to play that thing. I'd really like to play it on stream if possible. I still have... I don't think I have most of my Genesis games, because I sold a bunch of them for PlayStation games back in the day. But I've still got some. I'd like to play them on stream one of these days. I've still got all of my Sonic. I kept all the good shit. I've still got Sonic. I might still have Lion King, which I wouldn't exactly call good shit, but whatever, it's fine. There's also a game that I want to do like a video essay on. It's the fucking worst video game in my collection, and probably the worst video game I've ever played. So, that's the real secret reason why I want to get my Genesis up and running. But, hopefully the problem is just the cables, because if it's the actual Genesis, I'm going to be really sad, because I love that thing. That was my video game console for, like, a good decade or so. And that's not even our first Genesis, actually. Our first Genesis, my father had a Gen 1 Sega Genesis, the big one that had fucking volume sliders and shit on it. That thing died decades ago. And I just threw it in the trash because at the time it was worthless. Now you can go to a GameStop and buy one of those for like $70, $80. It's fucking insane. But the Genesis that I currently have is a Sega Genesis 3, which is very, very small. A lot of people don't even know that Genesis exists, because it came out, like, very late. I remember the N64, I think the PlayStation was, if not out, about to be out when we were getting that thing. And it's just so teeny tiny and cute and adorable. It does have the drawback of not hooking up to the Sega CD, but also, like, I don't need a Sega CD because I have a brain. I never owned a Sega CD. I never saw a Sega CD growing up. I never saw a 32X either. So I know I am truly not missing anything by not being able to hook that thing up to a Sega CD. I think I will live. But yeah, that was the Genesis we got that also had 6-button controllers. Because, as some of you may know, the original Sega Genesis only had 2 buttons, which was 50% more than an NES, but also like 50% less than a Super Nintendo. And then when a lot of Super Nintendo games started getting ported to the Genesis, they were like, oh, fuck. How do we do a fighting game with 3 buttons? And it turns out the short answer is you fucking don't. But probably the most well-known, like, 6-button game, and it wasn't even necessary, but it's in every single Sega Genesis, like, combo pack thing. Comic Zone was the game. That was the game where I was like, oh, this is what 6 buttons is for. Because you have, like, an inventory system, and it's super annoying to access in a 3-button controller because you have to, like, hold down the C button and hit, like, up and down and a bunch of random bullshit. And then in the 6-button, you just, each one of those 3 inventories is just assigned to one of your 3 extra buttons. It's very nice. And then you get a special move, which you don't get access to at all with a 3-button controller. Which is kind of crazy. There's just like a whole ass mechanic you don't get to do because you have the wrong controller. Funnily enough, there was actually a PlayStation game exactly like that. Ape Escape required you to have a DualShock controller, and if you didn't get to play it. And let me tell you, young Papa was very, very sad when he rented a copy of Ape Escape from Blockbuster and got home and realized that he couldn't fucking play Ape Escape because he didn't have a DualShock controller. And like that was my weekend. Dad hated going to Blockbuster. He didn't want to go back and try to get an exchange. And he was like, well, you fucked up, kid. Guess you're doing something else this weekend. And that sucked. I had to play the video games I already had, like some sort of peasant. What am I fucking... Oh my god, the inner... Oh, fuck off. Okay. Sometimes the things you gotta clean are a little bit bullshit. Maybe we gotta... Okay, I think we gotta take this nozzle off. Inner wall, are we actually getting it? Are we cleaning any of this? Is this the whole wall? It's the whole wall. Okay. Okay, it's got it. It is indeed the whole wall. What am I... Ooh. Oh, we gotta get the underside of the handrail, of course. Yeah, undersides of things are nice. Just accidentally get 2 in like a second. Yeah, job complete, baby. Now we get our little time lapse. Select. Okay, yeah. And these will just go back to... And you can clean it again if you want. Okay, well, I think that's a good size for a demo, and I think that's a good amount for a stream today. A little bit of a shorty, but there is still stuff I have to be doing, so that's fine. No, we're not going to manual save. We're fine. Where's the quit button? There it is. Let's go check the price real quick. I'm still curious what the hell this game costs. Do they even have a price, actually? They don't have a price listed. Interesting. which means you can't pre-order it, which is funny. Well, let's do a little bit of Googling. Let's see if we can figure out what the fuck this game costs. Are they doing a physical version? I watched Sim 2 price. $25? Is that true? PlayStation Store? PlayStation Store might have a price. Nope. False. Price revealed 2 months ago. They have a price reveal trailer. That's hilarious. $25. All right, that's very reasonable. I'm sorry for assuming that the price of this game would be like $60. Power Wash Sim knows their fucking audience and they know what their shit is. So, yeah, I will almost certainly be picking this up for myself. I don't know if I'm going to stream it anymore. I mean, maybe occasionally, but this isn't going to be a stream the fucking story of Power Wash Simulator. I can promise you that. But yeah, you know, it's fun and relaxing and a good time to just fucking clean shit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it. So that's out in like a week and a half. So kind of a weird one to have in the Next Fest, but Next Fest is marketing, baby. So do whatever you got to do. But yeah, like I said, I think that'll be it for the stream today. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about bullshit for an hour. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will definitely be a regular time stream. Yeah, it'll be a regular night stream. And we'll see how the rest of VTOBER goes. Anything's possible, right? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, have a good week, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.